Ice Cream Man 2026 review summary. Ice Cream Man is Eli Roth's newest film, written, directed, produced, self-financed, and self-released through his own outfit, The Horror Section. The premise: a quiet suburban town descends into chaos when a creepy ice cream man starts handing out ice cream that turns kids into homicidal maniacs. Going in, there was real curiosity here. Roth has delivered before Cabin Fever, The Hostel films, and an underrated soft spot for his Death Wish remake, and The Horror Section's whole pitch is appealing: a DIY, unrated lane for filmmakers to release brutal horror without studio interference or MPAA cuts. In theory, worth rooting for. In practice, this is a serious disappointment, arguably Roth's worst film to date. What works? The gore is plentiful and genuinely unrated earning. Kids dismember adults in inventive ways, and there's a stretch early in the second act that's basically 7 or 8 straight minutes of kills. The visual style stands out. It's unusually vibrant and colorful for Roth, who typically leans darker, bright blues, pastels, and reds pop throughout, especially once the blood starts flying. It's a genuinely cool-looking movie to just watch. Where it falls apart? There's no real story. No narrative reason to care about the protagonists, no build-up or mystery around the ice cream man's arrival, motivations, or origin. He's just suddenly there. No character arcs. Nobody grows, changes, or devolves across the runtime. The acting is weak across the board, including from the child cast, understandable given their inexperience, but compounded by dialogue that reads like a first draft. Roth has never been known for his writing, but this is a noticeable step down even from his usual baseline. Every non-kill scene, sibling conflict, neighborhood bullies, an awkward family dinner with Roth himself doing dad jokes, feels like a lazy retread of scenes we've seen 1,000 times. The comedy doesn't land at all. Recurring jokes, a repeated line, some slapstick kill staging never produce a laugh. The title character himself is the biggest letdown. The ice cream man barely has screen presence, no eerie aura, no sense of mystery or agenda. He's essentially a background figure while the possessed kids do all the work. If this was meant to launch a new horror icon, it doesn't. The third act hinges on a twist that's telegraphed a full 20 minutes before it lands, and the film ends abruptly afterward with nothing resolved and nothing satisfying teased. The Terrifier weapons comparison. The most common criticism circulating about this film, and it holds up, is that it plays like Roth chasing the success of Terrifier. And more specifically, echoing beats from Weapons. Ultra-gory kills, unrated release, Bad Boy of the Month marketing, without understanding why those films actually worked. The Ice Cream Man himself is visually cut from similar cloth to Art the Clown mute, expressive, skinny, and the kids under a spell committing violence hook feels lifted wholesale. Coming from someone with 20-plus years of horror credibility, it reads as chasing a trend rather than building something original. Late-breaking AI controversy? After the review was originally recorded, footage from a secret screening leaked, and reactions were harshly negative, with many pointing to what looked like generative AI in some of the effects work, particularly flashback sequences that already read as janky. One of the film's actual credited VFX artists has since confirmed that a third-party effects vendor, the production outsourced to, did use some generative AI, though not specifying which shots beyond the flashbacks. The kills themselves are described as a practical VFX mix with some hand-drawn animated sequences from Roth. So claims that the film is full of AI are an exaggeration, partly fueled by how much online hostility exists toward Roth generally. But it's not baseless either. There is AI in it. That's the more troubling part. Roth has long positioned himself as a practical effects purist and built the horror section around giving independent filmmakers a real alternative to the studio system. Allowing AI into the production, even in a limited capacity, sits awkwardly against both of those stances. Bottom line? If pure kill count and gore volume is genuinely all you need from a horror movie, there's enough here to scratch that itch, and die-hard Roth completists may find something to enjoy. But as a whole film, story, characters, humor, its own central antagonist, even its late-breaking production controversy, Ice Cream Man is a significant misfire and likely one of the worst reviewed horror films of the year. Jacob.